Welcome to the great podcast. Welcome to the great podcast. Kate,
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine and you?
Great, thanks. Just looking fly today.
Yeah, you know, we're cruising.
We're cruising something.
We have our guest here. You can see already,
Strip level.
we have a design. Also, can you please introduce yourself?
Greetings to the viewers. My name is Langa. I'm a fashion designer known as Hot Mess the Ice King. Yeah, I design only messy stuff and hot couture and streetwear.
Can I get your stage name? Hot what?
Hot Mess the Ice King. It's like a contradictory statement.
Okay, cool. How do you generate that name, actually? You're a hot mess ice king.
Well, okay. It's based on two characters, which
Okay.
I was really a fan of. First one was Luca Sabat. He was an actor on Grownish. So as he was, as that series was like starting, some of my friends at high school, they were like, "Hey, bro, that personality, bro, why?
It's giving you.
It's you, man." I'm like, "Nah, forget it. And then this girl calls me Baby Basquiat every time. I'm like, okay. And then secondly, the Ice King was a character in Adventure Time. So I was like a cartoon big fan. So it was like a villain who loved princesses. So yeah, we had a lot in common.
So do you love princesses?
A lot.
We'll get there.
Okay, so I would like you to introduce yourself properly. Yes, you are Lang. I want you to know where
We're
you're from, what are you studying, and all those things. Let's just start that side.
Okay. My name is Langa Albalele. I'm studying fashion design. Started 2019. I'm from Katlehong. Call it K1.
Oh,
Yeah. Kasnamanyor.
We're in the East End.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, Ingala.
Yeah. Some local level.
You know what it is.
I wanna the East is very so bad. I don't understand why people from like the East End K1 are actually doing the most in the Val. That's pretty dope. The youngsters are from the East.
There are many.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Can you mention three?
Over there, Malusi, over there, Rembula. Yes, Mtusi. I'm from the East. People are from the East, but a lot of content creators or people that have influence in the Val that I know of, mostly they're from the East End. If it's not the East End, it's local that is Lekker. It's around the Val. It's always the case. Pandora, the East.
Well done. Well done. You mentioned enough.
So yeah.
Okay, so I want to check with you then. When did you start with the issue of fishing?
Okay. For me to start fashion, I was inspired by a lot of people. Firstly, it's my big bro, Elliot Sitole. He's a very big artist right now. His merch is in
What is the
Edgar's.
name?
Elliot Sitole.
Okay, he's doing the fishing.
No, he's artist. He
Oh.
paints, but he also makes merch. His merch is in Edgar's. Yeah, every time he'd come back home when I was still a kid, he was in varsity at his time. He'd come back home with like some Tepo jeans. You know, he was studying with those people. Those are his friends. So every time he'd come back with like crazy clothes you've never seen.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hi, big bro, I want that. I want this. I want this. I want this." So my big bro was like, "Hi, you'll get there. Your time is coming." I'm like, "Hi, my time. When is it coming?" And then every time, you know, I'd rush for my time to come. It'd give us one or two pieces. We'd rock them, go CVs at school. And I'd like to see how people would see it. They'd be like, "Bro, where did you get that?" I'm like, "Hey, my big bro, man." And apparently that grew in me, but I didn't know because me, when I grew up, I wanted to be a lawyer. So I didn't know that the fashion thing is growing inside because I'm busy doing that thing, like fashion vibes every day, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. So when I came to VUT, okay, I'm a very, very prayerful person. You can't say religious because religious is a thing. So I'm a
Okay.
prayerful person.
Oh, that's why last time when we were engaging, you say Sunday. Oh, yeah, now I understand. Yeah,
So I'm a prayerful person. I like my connection with God because
Yeah.
God is my creator. You see,
it's important.
yeah, God is actually my designer.
Yeah.
So
So you
every
do
ti-
dream maybe sometimes of some designer.
well, I will get there.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, I asked God, yo, bro, God, show me the way. You know, I don't. You know me better than I know myself. So direct me to a path where I can be who you want me to be.
Sure.
You see. So I applied everywhere. Cape Town. I wanted to go to Cape Town and do law there. UJ, everywhere else. And then here at Val, I never thought of Val.
Most of the people, they never wanted to come this side. But you
Yeah.
end up in, yeah. Because
So-
God always direct people at VUT if you want you to be big.
And
Yeah.
thought, yeah. So my big brother one day was like, yeah, let's go apply for high school. Not the big bro, but my biological bro.
Yeah.
So he was like, bro, let's go to VUT and let's go late application yana. I'm gonna accompany y'all. I'm leaving my things. Val is not for me. I applied where I wanted to go, and that's where I'll go. But I came either way. Vite got train. You came here. Yeah, we're like 5. When I apply, I'm like, this time, what should I choose? Let me choose fashion, like cycle fashion. I wanna see where this takes me. Okay. 2 weeks later on, UJ denies me. Every school that I applied denies me. Ish. I'm like, yo.
Now you're left with us.
I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, why? And then I get a call, 016. I'm like, okay, boy, pull up tomorrow. Interview. Yeah. I'm like, That's when I knew this was from God, yabo. And then I never wasted the opportunity ever since then. That's when I started, grabbed it, and yeah, I grabbed it by the palms.
So you're currently doing your second year or first?
Third year.
Third year. That's
Yeah.
interesting. It makes sense now.
Guys, you are finishing, right?
Yeah.
Wrapping up, going forward for your advance or
No,
not really?
it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
Well, I think I have to go meet my maker.
Okay.
Like work with my big bro, the one his merch is in Santin. He works with the big guys. I would Tepo the jean maker. I
Okay.
would Skinny Smooth Socks. People are already in the game,
Yeah.
doing legit things. As you have seen, my stuff is still, raggedy. It's not like perfect, but I want to work with perfect people who gonna make me perfect as well.
I think you're actually confirming the quote that I heard the other day when I was chilling with some bros. We see this life thing is all about the 2 C's: corruption and connections.
Word.
Yeah, the connection way, bruv, all the time.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. So you said something about you being inspired by different kind of fashion. And this Sunday we actually saw that you were the only person that gave us a different theme. And everything that you put up actually looked good on the model or how the model was rocking it. What inspires you, man? Do you sketch them from scratch? You're a fashion designer. Very throughout the cross you can sketch, right? Some of your work. Do you sketch them? Do you dream about them? Like, how do you prep for a fashion show? How do you prep for your clothing?
Okay. As Peter asked, do I dream of some designs from God? Yeah, that's gonna be like a tricky one because I imagine them, you see, and when I see fabric, I'm like, what should I do with it? And then every time when I get an idea, I believe ideas come from him, as you know. And yeah, I never sketched any of my designs, none of them. The ones that were sketched were Mandy's designs. The model who was like on fleek that day. She's the only one who sketches her designs. I don't. I just freestyle. Whatever that pops in my mind, I just try to do it. Yeah, like real quick before it disappears.
Yeah.
Because I think when I sketch, I'm just gonna change the design over and over and over and create something that's not even on my brain. So whenever I just come up with a design, I just do it, and then when I fit it, I fit and see if it's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, I change it again until it looks the way, I feel.
So what inspires your fashion line?
A lot of people, and a lot of things and objects and inspirations as well. I've worked with a lot of people in my life. The first few designers that have inspired me when I came here at UT, Abu Samba, after Samba,
Samba,
yeah, with Cherenyane, you know, I've worked with Cherenyane. I've seen a lot of designers here involved being authentic in what they do, fearless. And whenever you're fearless as a designer, trust me, everything else will just happen the way God wants it to happen. You just have to be fearless, walk on the water. If you have doubts, you obviously drown. Yeah.
So, you know, there's a Gucci way, there's an LV way. Which way do you want to venture into when it comes to this industry? Because actually, you do have uniqueness in what you're doing. So, if we had to like break it down to like your target market or what you're looking forward to the message you're willing, because that day mostly was giving the Latuzi way. You know, as the youth, you're communicating as the youth, our emotions, how we think, how we want to express ourselves. But
Right.
Haiki got Mr. Prize or Haiki got Cotton On, they wouldn't express me the way I wanted to be expressed. You took emotions live on an outfit that day, do you get? So that's what I'm asking. Which way are you actually chasing?
Well, that's a really good question. And I think I'm going the Virgil way.
Okay.
Yeah, Virgil was one of the greatest designers I knew. You know, his graphics were fire. And I think whenever you express what's on your mind and what's on your heart, you'll create something unique. And I also believe that most designers do that. The LVs, the Gucci's, that's why they're expensive because they want to create something that's gonna last for a lifetime. Me, I just want to create something that's comfortable for that moment, for that time, because you know, clothes they revolve every time it changes. So you can't create something that's gonna last for a lifetime while people feel emotions momentarily. So my clothes are based on the motion of right now. And trust me, my designs don't last a year. After a year, I rip them and create another one. You see? So it's all about now. And when I say the Virgil way, Virgil would create an outfit that looks like the skies, like just the whole sky, clouds and blue. It looked beautiful because it's what he saw and felt. So it's also about art. You see, they can be expressive, and people do like to express themselves through clothes. Honestly,
So you work alone or you have partners?
Yeah, because I saw the niggas were there supporting you that day, and yeah.
well, honestly, when I create alone, but I have people that I work with, people who I share vision with. Let's say, as my friend, the one I was supposed to be here with, who is Jock. We met at church. I didn't know he had a designer thing in him. But whenever we met, we were like, hey, me, I make clothes. And then he's like, yeah, I used to make t-shirts, but his friends messed him up. I'm like, no, do your thing, and I'll do my thing, and then we'll collaborate. That's how it is.
Sure.
You have to do your thing, do my thing. And then whenever we collaborate, we still push each other. Yabo.
Yeah.
It's all about working together to reach one final vision. That's one thing also that I admire about you as well, because you have your own thing and you equip people in what they're good at. It's not like you're saying, hi, you're all gonna do one thing. No, they do their thing, and then when you mix that thing, it becomes one big triangle that's gonna take us somewhere one day.
Sure. So I see on the last fashion show, I think you were having close to 50 outfits. Every day when you are chilling, maybe you just design or something. You're having a lot of outfits. What inspired you to have those kind of things? Or is it because of you love your work so much? Because most of people they will say time.
Dealt
Can't
with
have it.
them.
But to you it was you having everyone was there at the event. You can able to give them an outfit.
Fit, yeah, because it was even more than 6 models. You had
Yes.
like 7 bros and like 5 hands or something.
Yeah.
Okay. At the Hood, I also started hosting my own fashion shows since 2019. So as I was hosting Gunman, me and my partner. My partner is Bricks from the Hood. He was great at marketing and finding models, and I'm great at designing. So we collaborated. I'm like, bro, you're gonna be a great model, but now we need more so that we can start a thing. Fashion is not something that people are growing in the hood, and you know we have to show them what we do. Me, I'm a designer, and I have to give back to the community that raised me. Let me show them what I do, and you know, motivate them girls to keep looking good. Because one thing I know about fashion, it keeps people looking good.
So
So we started hosting fashion shows since 2019, every year from then. Even this year, there was a fashion show. So some clothes that were there, they come from that show. You see, since the whole year, I've been like stitching. Me, every time I find free time or whenever I'm like, wake up, I'm like, I got nothing to do, I just stitch. You know, I just create something. And that's one thing that has saved me from a lot of things, you know, because, you know, when you're in varsity, whenever you're free, think about weed friends, girls, weed friends, girls, weed friends, girls. So, yeah, I started like that, like everybody else, you know, weed friends, girls. And my friend, like, it grew. We started doing Zans, doing a whole lot of drugs, and then my friend got too much hooked on those, and then now he started, you know, walking on the streets, stealing things on my fridge. And then I saw it's okay. And me and my bro, mind you, were also pushing the fashion thing, but now there was another distraction. So with that distraction having its way in my life, I turned back to my maker. I'm like, Ish God, let your will be done. I know this is not the end. So show me again. Last year I did only 2 or 3 modules. So I'm like, all right, I have a lot of free time. What should I do? I remembered there was a lady in town who needed someone to help him. I'm like, okay, let me pull up, help. And the funny thing about God is gonna tell you something weird. He's like, go help for free, boy. I'm like, for free for the whole year, okay? I did that so that I can shift myself into a moment where I'm focused in my craft, and you know, it was atonement for me. You see, atonement of all the things that I've done in that year, you know, weed. Some of my friends never smoked cigarettes and weed. But when they met me, I was so influential. I'm like, bruh, you don't smoke. So yeah, they start doing those things. And then I'm like, that year, last year was an atonement year for me. I distanced myself from a lot of people, clouds. And yeah, my weed addiction died that year, cigarette addiction, and like I've been smoking cigarettes for 5 years. And then after last year, when I reconnected to my atonement year, I just stopped everything, focus on the craft, focus on refining myself. So as you do that in life, God is also gonna reward you. He's gonna be like, okay, I see that
Putting
you're an
effort.
obedient person. Yeah. I worked with that lady. She made me a manager in her store. I started hiring people and firing them in her store. You know, she trusted me to that level because she saw I was a person who gave his all. Yeah, well, one thing that my father always tells me is like, give it your all. Just give it your all. You'll see. Just give it your all. You'll see. I'm like, Dad, how do I give it my all? They don't appreciate. Like, it's not about them, it's about you. What you give out there is what you're gonna receive as well. I'm like, ish, okay, I'll do my best. I'll honor you, Dad. So every time I try to honor my dad by doing my best, when he sees my clothes, he's the only person who's disappointed. He's like, this is not neat. So that's
So
why
you, okay, from what you're saying, I receive you sit down and have conversations with God. It's like it's a conversation that you have with this person all the time. It's like you sit down with your inner thoughts and be like, you know what, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, okay, cool, this is happening. Like, how do you, because I find a lot of people find it difficult to pray. A lot of people find it difficult to actually have that conversation with God. God, I want this. And you find him responding all the time in everything that you do. You find it having signals of no, do this, son, or take it this way. No, don't worry. You're gonna be awarded at the end of the day. So how does that your spiritual journey and your spiritual life? How do you actually bounce off around it?
okay. Firstly, when I came here first year, as I say, God knows me deep inside and out. When I came here in Val, I saw the drip ish. It was lacking when I came here. Because, hey, I saw people were crazy about Samba and he was wearing like raggedy clothes. Like, I'm like, oh, Elementis, what is this? This is not Gucci. I'm like, okay. My vision then was like, I want everyone to see and know who I am as soon as I leave. Yeah, bo? And whenever that's in my mind, and the people who are around me, they know, hey, this is what he wants. And he's always crying at rape. Why would he wear pajamas at a club? So that was my vision. I'm like, okay. And then when year ends, like it's not like how God responds is not like cliche where he's gonna like, yo, this is what's gonna happen. No, he just brings opportunities. And whenever you see that opportunity, you have to grab it and give it your all. And then whenever you give it your all, you'll know God.
Yeah.
You'll know God. He's all about love,
Love.
peace, sound mind. So it's nothing that people think,
Though
hey,
it's too
he's
big
gonna
or
send an aeroplane or a bird. No,
because I guess with you last week we invited to a fashion show and actually you were the number one winner. I'd say that was one of his response. How was the feeling though?
hey, well, one thing I knew when I saw the runway, my friends kept telling me, yo, bro, you're gonna take this, you're gonna take this. I'm like, hey, y'all don't know God, man. He's gonna show me, he's gonna humble me in any second now. So, best thing is to be humble and expect whatever outcome, you know? But whenever I received that win, as I said, it was all about the people. It was not about me. It was not about anything that I done. Yes, I designed a lot of clothes, but those clothes wouldn't have looked as they looked if the people were not there, if the crowd was not there, if anything that was there was the opportunity, if Peter was not there to create that opportunity. So I'm not a winner without anyone who was there. You see, I'm just a person who's walking on the streets. There's a lot of clothes. So it's all about people, and winning is just only an honor.
What would you say to that one kid right there, bruv, that probably is going through something, not going through something, somebody that's trying to figure out what they like, or somebody that's trying to try a few talents in his life. Like, I know I'm good at this, but there's weed, there's drugs, there's alcohol, and all of that, and they keep on bouncing back to the same thing. As much as they try to convince themselves that I can do this, and then my mom shows up and just like, oh, it's just a dream, or I'm not capable enough, or the world is too much on my shoulders to a point whereby I lose it on myself, I lose it on my own. What would you say to that one kid who's it's actually possible because you did it? Yeah, I understand. You're actually here today, finishing up your studies. You just won one of the greatest fashion show. We are about to have the biggest another one. I'm hoping we're gonna see you on the tour, by the way.
Why not?
Exactly. We still have gonna have a tour again, right? So what would you say to that one kid that is keep on going back to the streets? You lost your friends throughout the way. Some that you actually initiated as well. Right, exactly. What would you say?
What I'd say is there are people in your journey that love you genuinely, who are gonna support you, you know, and you'll know genuine love when you receive it, young Todd. And to tell you one thing, to that kid, I tell you that focus on what you believe is good for you. Even if your parents are gonna be like, hey, this is not this. Your parents brought you in this world so that you can also be a person. They're only gonna support you. And trust me, you have to listen to them, honor them, but that doesn't mean they have to write your whole journey. No. You have to listen to them, understand where that love comes from, and also use that love to steer you in a direction where you also respect yourself as a person. Whatever you do, you have to respect yourself and do things that okay, it's not bad to try. If you want to try weed, try it. If you want to try whatever, try it, because curiosity has only killed a cat. So try. Try everything that you can try, but one day you will find yourself. And in your journey of finding yourself, you'll find yourself through trying. So if you don't try, you'll die.
Okay, so I wanted to check something.
Yeah.
Um, as a fashion designer,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not about that. Yes, you want the competition and everything. The judges, everyone is not the issue of the judge. It's not something that people are gonna say. No, someone was robbed and everything. Everyone was happy. You understand? But one thing I noticed is that 99%, if not 100%, sorry, of your models, everyone was whatever they're dressing,
Make
it
it
was
good on the.
proper. So I want to go, you will go with them at the changing room and everything. So you are the one who identified someone just choose, now I want this one, or you are the one who were changing the models. Because everyone was showcasing your clothes, they look proper, all of them. So how do you deal with that? Because it was our first show, for me it was the first show we're doing, and we just asked other models to come. Everyone want to be a model, and we can't reject people, but you guys were able to work with what we brought there. And some of the people, they are not yet good in working and everything. But when it comes to the attires or the outfits, most of your people, they were looking proper on them. So which criteria you use? Someone maybe is a fashion designer, say, I struggle. Because when you give someone some dress, people don't like it anymore because it's not look proper. You give someone, but on your side, almost everyone, it was perfect, yeah.
With that's why I like involving a lot of people. You know, like when you involve a lot of people, you'll find a variety. Yeah, and me, every time, as you see, I ask people to send their pictures. Once they send their pictures, now I can already imagine what's gonna look good on them or element that's gonna look nice on them. And yeah, after I do that, the fitting process. The fitting process is very important. That's why when like there was gaps between the show, I was asking for more time. I'm like, please, can I please have more time so that we can see it's okay. This one, is he confident in this? It's all about confidence in the clothes. If you wear something and you don't feel confident, you're not gonna walk confidently, and something's gonna actually look ugly on you. You see, so firstly we have to dress the models, motivate them. Like, yeah, this one, you look fire. You have to walk like this. This one, you have to turn it like this. Some things they, if I could tell you, we made other garments with staplers. We had staplers there, because we had fabrics that we like, okay, now this we'll see at the show. Because now, yeah, some models we didn't meet them before, but we met them on the show. So when we there, we're like, okay, let's bring a variety. Some clothes are not even dressed, so I'm ready for the other one.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, check. They check. This one is it's revealing a lot, and I'm not comfortable because the wind when it does this, hey, people are gonna be flashed. I'm like, okay, put it on the side. You have to always negotiate with the models so that the models can also feel good whenever they walk. They show what they need to show. They express what they need to express. You see, so it's all about your relationship with the models and the fitting process. The fitting process is very important because that's where the staplers work, the pins work, everything else for adjustments, they just work.
So what's the ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal is to surpass a lot of people who are great out there because it's the great podcast. So they must know it's all about being great in life, you see, doing the best you can do. And in your journey, you must lift up your boys, the youngins, you know, they must grow. You must influence the youngins. They must see that it's not about being in the hood. It's not about your background. It's not about being black. Being black is a blessing. We have a lot of support as black people. We know how to be 150 at a trunk. You know, we know everything. We know how to make things easier. So it's not that now I'm just saying being black is a thing, but it's a blessing, you see. And don't take whatever you receive from outside. Don't take it to make you, like, put you down. There was a story that they told me in grade 8. Yeah, I still remember that story. That wise man was like, there was a donkey that they tried to bury. They threw it in the hole. So every time they tried to bury it, it would move aside and step on top of the ground that they already fought. So they keep pouring until the donkey actually stood up and got out of the hole. So whatever they throw at you, don't let it weigh on you. Move aside and step on it. Move aside, step on it. Because that criticism can only make you grow. And that negativity, you must not use it to, put you down or weigh you down. It has to grow you, you see. So yeah, me, I'm a person who's going to tell you no. Even if they give me a negative, I smile. I'm like, hey, thank you, because it's not me who has a problem. It's that person who has a problem. You have to pray for that person. You have to be like, hey, bitch, uzoba sharp. Kuzolunga. Yeah, kuzolunga. If he hates you, like, ish, kuzolunga, dog. Sorry.
So, you said something about your. Sorry, you said something about your. You said something about your name, your stage name, which is
Hot Master Ice King.
Ice King, and you said something about Ice King.
Yeah.
What about Ice King?
He's a cartoon character that loves princesses.
Loves princesses. And you said it resembles you as a person as well. Do you
Yeah.
also love princesses?
A lot. Yo, okay. One thing about princesses, they have like a tiara on them. You know they should be treated well, and I'm that person who likes to treat ladies well. As you see me, like you'll never see me with like dudes all everywhere all the time. I spend my time mostly with ladies. My managers are ladies because one thing about princesses, they're just princesses, man. You just they have
So,
that thing.
do you have your own princessa that is helping you in your craft or that is taking out that pressure, when stress is high for fashion show?
That's a tricky one because we in varsity, here only thing that works are sneaky links, Right now I got a
This is your
sneaky link.
almost.
Yeah, right now I got a sneaky link.
Yeah.
Yeah, she bad, very bad. Yeah.
They're powerful.
She bet how?
They're powerful.
In
People come
good
in
ways.
like,
Yeah.
She bad in good ways. Sometimes when I'm stressful, she just pulls up, massages me and be like, "How was your day?" I tell her, "Hey, my day was like this and like this." She's like, I know what you mean.
So, did you think
powerful stuff.
So, did you think you would ever qualify her to be your woman? Because she's typically there for everything that you're doing, the journey, the process.
She's not typically there. She's not there on the show. So if someone is not there to support me on the show, I'm like,
She's not in a position. She can't only.
yeah. She knows on the show, like I'm busy and she'd like my attention. So she
Might as well
wouldn't like
stay
to
home.
see me there dressing ladies. She,
Might as well stay home.
she stays at home, prepares a meal.
Okay. Oh, you said you could get back to a warm house,
You know
release
what I
the pressure and the
mean?
stress. So, are you actually open for any DMs, or are you available to be hit up for any relationships and stuff like that? You're a good-looking guy. Might as well dress them up.
Well, I'm down for work and business, but right now I'm not
You okay
ready
with the-
for, fornication and stuff. Yeah, that's called fornication.
You're even sneaky link, bruv.
Yeah, God is already beating me up about it. So
So you
yeah.
don't want to fornicate more.
I've never really met a person that just know how to bend the rules using God in between the lines.
Not bending the rules, he knows my heart's desires.
I'm very happy. Most of the people I interview here, they will lie here and say no, I have someone. They don't want even to mention. They don't. We are at varsity.
Yeah.
Sneaky linky way.
Yeah.
You're just honest enough. And later when she watch this, she knows.
My sister is sneaky linky way,
He's
bruv.
telling the truth. You understand? Yeah, and when it's the right time, you do the right thing. And this is
Oh, just
Yeah.
focusing on the crowd.
Yeah.
Booty calls?
She's the booty call. Like, come
Are
on.
you happy with that one?
Well, so far so good, eh? Like I can't have too much in the same plate. I have fashion shows and having 3 booty calls now. One is enough. The other ones, they just, there's a song I wrote when I was a kid. I was like, more sex, more fun, but I focus on what's on my hands right now. Fornication on the side, everything else on the side. Sneaky links, God help me. Yeah.
Are you an artist?
Even if you have a farm, for you to grow plants there, you must dig first. So you're in the process of digging. The moment the soil is strong, you'll plant.
So she doesn't help with the vision. Since she's a booty call, probably she's only the booty call and somebody that relaxes you and taking care of you. She doesn't add to the vision.
Well,
She's not into.
me talking about her is gonna just say a lot about her, and I don't want to talk much about her.
Okay.
Yeah, because now I'm gonna say things, she's gonna be like, oh, buena, okay, Wutini, Nipudi call me na. You know,
Might as well just.
uh,
She knows she's a middle call. You might just add, you know.
no, one thing I've learned about ladies, like, you have to honor their emotions and your relationship with them. As much as there are many in this world, but I have a mom. You see, as I have a mom, I respect her in that way, and even her, I respect her, and that's why I don't have more than one booty, like one sneaky link. She's a sneaky link for now, but I don't know where's that gonna go. That's why I'm just focusing on that relationship. I'm trying to, grow in that too. She might be a good person for me. She might not be a good person for me. So we'll find that out in the journey.
Oh, so she's not given a title.
Yes. I know
she's
she
not-
is. She has a title, a sneaky link.
Yeah.
What do you call baby? You are what do you call? Who do you give good bums? Did say that she loves good bums. You have tattoos, bruv. What is the most meaningful one?
Mm.
We have like a lot of tats.
Yeah, it's the one I wrote in
Just a few titties
Chinese.
though.
Okay, the one I wrote in Chinese. Yeah,
What does it mean?
it means love struck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
That,
struck.
what is it that they mean love struck?
Yeah, it's love struck in like Chinese, which is like a Mandarin language. So that means like I'm struck by love. Like Cupid struck me. I'm a Cupid's victim. I'm a person who just loves. And I'm a person who I love everyone. It's not like now. I can be in a space with a person and just love them out of the pureness of my heart.
Okay.
And then some get the wrong impression, but I'm just a person who loves. Yeah.
I
That's how
hope
I grow
the
up.
sneaky link doesn't get wrong impressions all the time. I'm just hoping,
Ish, I pray so as well.
The great, I know.
I wanted to ask another question before we close because time I think is
Stealing wells.
yeah, time is done with us. There's any artist or maybe someone who are addressing, maybe a relationship maybe you are addressing another celebrity or you're addressing another DJ or someone.
Or an
You have
influencer.
someone you're addressing or you're still
Okay, that's a very invigorating question because I think of this artist once. I have a friend who is a manager of Rasco Chaos.
sure.
Rasco Chaos he used to work with a lot of people. Some Sogolo.
They do the song, the one was trending last time.
Yeah.
Some
Some Sogolo.
Boy was part of that.
Yeah.
It was managed by this other guy, Varna.
Sandile.
Yeah,
Sandile used to bring abo.
the one who said that from there.
Yeah.
I know
So
the guy.
yeah, that guy is my friend. So he likes giving us gigs. He's like, hey bro, here's an artist, bro. I want you to style them. I know you're a designer, do your thing.
Sure.
So I worked with him once. There's another artist he's raising. His name is Napster. Yeah, Napster is very dope. Shamzonkonko, he's very fire with what he does. And yeah, we once got a chance. I dressed him in one of like my outfits. I'm Shelly two-piece.
Sure.
I had fabric in Spanish at that time. So he's like, hey bro, I need you to dress this guy. I'm like, okay, let me create something for him. I made something, made it fit perfectly on him. It's time for the shoot. The video comes out, I brought him accessories, I have a clock, I give him my clock, I give him shades, everything. It looks great. Video comes out. All the credits are there, makeup artist, me as a stylist, I'm not there. I'm like, okay. I ask him about it. That's blue tick, and then he's like, I don't like your attitude. Hey.
They're out of order.
I'm like, okay, I also don't like your attitude. You're the one who hit me up first, and we had to live here at my place. And I'm a designer. Every hour I can create something, and that's worth something for me. So me coming there with my transport, with my airtime, it's like, I know you dropped me. You didn't even give me lunch. So how can you just bring me there, waste my time, dress your person with my clothes, my accessories? The whole video now, he looks like me. He's dressed in me, but I don't get any credit. And the makeup, we don't see that makeup on that person. We don't see the background camera, the what's this? Yeah,
Yeah,
the background camera guy. The people he's mentioning, okay, I understand the videographers, everyone, they are there. I appreciate that. Those ones, they're doing their thing.
But he look proper because of you.
You know, I trust that person and I didn't get credit. You know,
yeah,
I
that's bad.
stopped that time. I'm like, you know what? Celebrities usually they are full of themselves,
Yeah.
like to be honest.
So,
So I don't like working with them so far. So whenever I get an opportunity, I use it for the best, and I'd rather make my money with people who are low key but who respect me. People
Okay.
who's gonna respect me for what I do.
Okay,
People who's
cool.
gonna respect my time. You know, I honor people like that. You know, people who communicate. People who are gonna be like, okay, we'll put you there. People who he releases the video. I'm not tagged. I'm nothing. I'm like, oh,
There are
okay.
some many more arrangements
I'm like,
somewhere there.
oh, you
So,
know, yeah, blocked them for a year.
so have you ever thought of scouting around the world people that you see like they have potential of showcasing your work? Because like people that have potential, they're always out there, they're always doing the most.
Um, one thing that I'm gonna do, I'll just do like my big bros do. I'll just do what I'm good at. Get gigs off like putting my work out there. Anyone who can buy can buy. If he wants to buy it, he buys red beds, right, for a music video. He's gonna buy mine if he wants to wear it. I don't want to sponsor him for free. Any gig, yeah, no.
No, not sponsoring for free.
No, I
Yeah.
understand. They hate him.
Yeah.
It's okay, listen.
It's
Not Uzi, you create the fit. Let's take example, Babyface over there. Right? He's a
Yeah.
DJ, he's doing great, everybody knows him. You're not giving him the clothes for free, but you could use him as an ad type of thing. When you go to a specific gig, we are Mtogisa, we are gig, you must respect the clothes. We are giga. After that, packs them nicely, brings them back. Because all that's money. To buy fabric, your time and your energy, just for showcasing in pictures. She goes on Instagram, he snaps, he tags you, and then that also brings crowd for you, brings you customers for free. We thought nobody's losing anything. He looks good on his gig. You're advertising, you get your clothes back. It's a tag. Everybody moves on.
Yeah, that's I do that.
Okay.
I do dress my boys. If someone is like gonna hit me up, yo, bro, I don't have outfit for this and this. Those are my boys. You know, we are growing together. It's not like someone who's already established. Those are hey, me, come here. You know, he's not gonna like tell me what. I understand. It's grinding. I'm grinding. We're pushing each other. You're gonna dress in anything you wanna dress. Come check out my wardrobe. Take anything you wanna take. Do your thing.
Okay.
That one I don't mind. You
The
know.
problem is
Yeah.
this one's was celebrity.
Pretties that are messing up the whole system.
You know what I
So
mean?
through your creativity, I realize that you tell people's emotion and characters based on how they look as well, right? Yeah, time is dealing with us, right? So if you and your fashion is like funky, fun, little vibes. If you had to dress a lady for a business summit while making them look funky, what would you play around with and what colors?
Firstly, I'd ask her what's her favorite colors,
Okay.
and if after I find that out, I'm just gonna have that element of her color, and then play around with everything else. That's just gonna create emotions around that color. You know, that color is obviously gonna dominate because she's the one who's gonna dominate the outfit. You see, so I'll just create whatever is gonna make her look funky, but I'll just use what she provides, which is the color, her body shape. I'll see, okay, this one is gonna look good in tight clothing. This one looks good in baggy clothing. So I have to like do my research on that person, like stalker vibes.
Cool. Are you fully booked?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Okay, so what I wanted to say before we close, I know we will discuss, maybe you are going to discuss later. We have another fashion show on the 29th of October.
Mm-hmm.
So she's an MC. You saw it was an MC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can do something for her for that day. Yeah. So I just want to put everything because I know that we are gonna ask. She's gonna ask, but I'm pushing it so that I can put that. So before we close, man, that I think is your camera. That one. So before we close, I just want you to say your social media. And if you feel like you're okay to give them your numbers, you will give them. If you don't want to give them the number, give them only social media. Because others will DM you for other things. Not for because they hate or you are not doing serious things you are just. So they can DM you. So just tell them you are all the so that they can follow you.
Okay. I am found on Instagram. My private account is bonafide.langa for L. And then my work, where you're gonna see my work, is Langa for L. And then the other one is 4L Steppers. And then my cell phone number for business is 068-377-0932. And then for my social, if you wanna like just text or call or like vent out, it's 072-114-5261.
So, the relay is clear. There's nothing else to do. You must call me.
To vent out.
Yeah. You must follow him on Instagram. He gave the handles. So thank you very much. We really appreciate your time.
And thanks for
We
coming.
really appreciate it because we love to take opportunities of young people who see potential. One thing people don't know about the podcast. If we're not calling you, you must know you are not there yet. We are not undermining anyone. But the result of the matter is we are taking young people who has potential. For you to sit here is because of we see something in you. Everyone we brought here, I don't care if someone agree or not with it, but us, we see potential. And one thing you must know, this is a place where you can't just see potential in you and you're not going to succeed. For the fact that you sit here, doors are going to open. We pray for this platform.
Amen.
So thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate your time, and we hope next time we'll be having an interview with you, talking about you were at Durban in July. You were at Paris Fashion Week.
Actually, the
We want
one
you to go
Fashion
big.
Week, it was dope.
You understand? And even us who are going to build something big for fashion show. Our plan is that next year, we are praying, next year we're going to have VUT Fashion Week. We are going to do big stuff. We're going to book these trips. We're going to book these trips. God, you know. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like,
Subscribe,
and comment.
and share.
We are doing the most. We
Thank you.
are booking something. But wait as we do.